Okay, so before I show you my desk, just know it's not always like this. When I was shooting the LG Dula video, which is the video that came out right before this one, if you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely go check it out if you're looking for a new monitor. I had to move around a lot of things and I haven't cable managed the setup back to its original state. So what you're about to see is going to probably trigger a lot of you. But that's what today's video is going to be for. I decided that why not record how I cable manage my desk and show y'all how I would go about that, what tools I use, and it's really not that complicated and also not that expensive to do. So let's take a look at what the desk looks like right now, and then I'll show you what tools you'll need in order to cable manage your desk. All right, now that you've seen this catastrophe of a desk, let me show you the 3 things that I'd recommend you buy in order to cable manage your desks. And like I mentioned before, they're not super expensive. You could buy them on Amazon or anywhere locally. One of them you'll probably want to get on Amazon, but they're not expensive. The first thing I recommend you buy are going to be J channels. And don't worry, I'll have everything that I mentioned in this video linked in the description below for you to check out. And just as a disclaimer, all the links in the description are going to be affiliate links. So they do help me out directly if you buy them directly from that link. They help me create more of these kinds of videos and just support me as a creator. So if you are interested in any of the items that I mentioned in this video, make sure you click the links down below and help your boy out. But anyway, J channels are a really dope way of cable managing your desk. They just adhesive to the bottom or really anywhere you can put them on a desk, and they allow you to literally just channel your cables right through them. You don't have to zip tie them down to anything. You can simply just tuck them in. You'll never see them and they'll stay inside the J channels, and you just tuck in as many as you want until you can't fit any more. And that's exactly what I've done under this desk. I have 2 J channels under here, and then I have 2 over on the streaming setup right now. And honestly, they're really, really dope for the money. Tuck away cables nicely. They're super tight to the desk. They don't hang low or anything like that. So you can definitely hide away a lot of cables with J channels. Dare I say they're a must-have when it comes to cable management. I just mentioned the second tool, but the next one is going to be zip ties. And yes, I'm a little cheap when it comes to this stuff. You could go for Velcro strips, but I just choose to go for zip ties. It's cost effective. You can get a lot for the money that you pay. And yes, they're not reusable, but honestly, they're just kind of convenient, not just for cable management, for really anything in the house as well. So really versatile tools. If they're not long enough, you can always get, longer ones. I have one that came in a pack with a bunch of different sizes, but you can also daisy chain them as well. But zip ties are going to be your best friend. You can get different colored ones to, ensure that they're hidden away. If you have a white base or a white desk, you can opt for the white zip ties. On the opposite end, if you have a black desk or any darker color for that matter, go for the black zip ties. That way you'll never see them and it doesn't look awkward if, for whatever reason, you look under the desk, it's just all clean all the way through. The last tool I recommend you get is industry grade Velcro tape. This is not for cables, but this is gonna be for any of the power blocks or power strips that you may want to mount underneath or behind your desks. Having them lay low right near the ground or really just trying to tuck them into J channels is going to be tough. So what I recommend you do with Velcro tape just like this is just put one side of the Velcro tape onto the back of your power strips, mount them onto the back or underneath your desk, and you can easily hide away those big blocky power strips or power blocks from your monitors or your docking stations, even your laptop chargers if that's what your setup calls for. And then you can easily route the rest of the slack of the cables through the J channels or zip tie them down to any anchor point that you have. Now that you know what tools you need, let me show you how I do it. And it's going to differ for your specific situation because I have a standing desk. So with that, the base does have a lot of points to mount and zip tie a lot of cables to. If you're going for a different type of desk or you have a different type of desk, such as, maybe you have a butcher block or just a normal desk that has no base and just the legs on the 4 corners, well, you're maybe gonna wanna invest in something like these adhesive hooks that you can get on Amazon. I'll also link them down in the description below. And that way you have an anchor point for cables and then you can kind of just zip tie cables to that anchor point. That's just an idea. Try to adjust to your specific situations when it comes to cable management. Another tip that I have is taking your time with cable management is probably one of the best things you can do. Mapping out how the cables are going to route, how much slack you're going to be able to give with cables is also going to help you in the long run. So that way, if you need to move things around, you get new equipment, it's not going to be a hassle for you to disconnect all those cables and move them around. So make sure you keep that in mind as well when you're cable managing. It's very crucial. Like if there's anything in your setup that you should take the time on, it should be cable management. Okay, so first things we got to do is I'm gonna take care of these cables back here. So we're gonna need to pull this desk out. It's already in standing position, which also makes it easy to cable manage things. So if you do have a standing desk, I would take advantage of the standing feature and just put it up in standing. Its highest point, I think that's going to be the best bet for you. It makes it easy to cable manage. If you don't, just make use of it. But let's pull this desk out and then deal with those cables all the way in the back. All right, so the cool thing about the mount that I have, and if you haven't seen the setup video, you can go check it out. The link to this specific mount, which is the AVLT single arm mount, you can definitely get that in the link in the description as well. The covers are not on them right now, they're actually right here. So what I'm able to do is actually take these cables and route them behind the monitor through the stand and then bolt these in so that you don't see the cables. I don't think all of these cables are actually going to fit. So what I usually do is try to plan out how this is going to look, what cables are going to be in the stand, and try to pull out as much slack as possible. So that way, you know, in case I move the monitor up or down vertically, it's not going to break. So let's go ahead and do that first. Now I know what it's gonna look like, what cables are gonna go in there, and so let's just get to cable managing. All right, so now that you can see, I've got all the cables underneath inside the mounts. It took a couple tries, as you probably saw. And like I mentioned, you just need to take your time with this and you'll eventually get it. But now you really won't see the cables at all since they're hidden pretty well. If we go to the front, you can see that from our first person perspective, those cables are barely seen. Like you really have to pay attention and look like right here if you wanted to see the cables. And we can definitely fix that, but all in all, I think this is much better for sure. Okay, so I don't really have that many cables to plug in. I just have the BenQ light to plug in and I have enough slack there, which is great. This one, I think I can tuck away underneath in the J channel here. So let's go ahead and tuck this underneath. I do want to hide these as well. All right, so I wanted to show you the amount of slack that I have on these back cables. I want to make sure that I do have enough slack. That way it's not crimping inside here at all. Like I don't want that. I don't want it to be that tight inside of the mount. But once I have enough slack here, I can literally just like tuck it underneath the table, and then I have these J channels already mounted inside. So they'll just go inside there, and that way you won't see them from underneath the desk. Also, I just wanted to mention, so these cables actually just come with the stand. I wish I could get rid of them, but I can't. What I think I'm gonna do is just bring them up a little bit and then zip tie them to the back of the mount. And that way, when you look underneath the desk for photos, they won't pop up. So I'm definitely just gonna get them up here, get a zip tie, and then just tie it around the mount because that does annoy me a little bit. Also, don't be afraid to get a little creative. So instead of tucking these into the J channels, I literally just move them underneath the mount. So you don't need to zip tie them or anything. You can just kind of like find little canals to stick things in, and then you won't really see them at all. Like if we were to go underneath, you'd have to really pay attention to like see where the mount is, but even then it's being hidden by the base of the desk, so not really seen. This is also just another example of the industry grade Velcro tape in play. I've mounted a power strip underneath. That way it's easier to hide all the power cables running from the J channels over into the power strip. So keep that in mind. I really think this is just a huge hack for anybody that wants to cable manage their desks, to have a power strip underneath, and then the power cable you can just have run into your wall, and it's just one cable. So Really, really, really helpful, and I highly recommend it. As I mentioned, we're just gonna take these right here, and what I was gonna do, I think this will work, is I'm just gonna take a zip tie here, loop it around, and I don't know if this is gonna work that well. You know what, let me grab a bigger one, and that way I can go all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to tuck these up, loop a zip tie all the way around. I'm probably gonna need 2 here, so this is where daisy chaining the zip ties is gonna come into play. And now we have more length to the zip tie, and we can hide away these cables. And voila, these are now hidden, and we can cut the ends once we're done. Cool. Also, these are the little anchors that I was talking about. They're just 3M, and then you can loop any cables through these. So you could essentially have one cable go through them like this one, and then just zip tie a bunch of other ones to the cable itself. So that is just an idea that you may want to run with if you do not have a base like the standing desk. Right now, this is just used for my USB-C, for charging my mouse, or really anything that's USB-C, but that's just an idea. I have a lot of these underneath the desk just in case. So far so good. We've got the cables for the monitor all squared away. The one last thing that I want to show you that I need to mount and route is this cable, the XLR cable. Just so you know, you should leave your XLR cables, if you have them, last on the cable management list. Because now this is very specific, and if you have LED lights that like I do on the back of your desk, this is for you. This is just a no-brainer. These LED lights will actually cause audio interference to your XLR cables, therefore adding static to your mics. So I would recommend, if you can, routing your XLR cables as far away from your LED lights as possible, and I've learned this the hard way. So right now it's running through the 2 J channels that you can see right here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take this out and route it underneath where the sit stand base is, and then just push it right to my DBX compressor or my preamp right over here. And that way, that should take care of any of the static noise that I get when these LED lights are on. And it doesn't have to be neat, as long as it fits, and it fits your liking, that's all that matters. All I gotta do is now just route it out. And boom, our cable is out. So now let's route it from my Shure SM7B all the way down into my preamp. All right, so one reason why I got this Elgato low profile mic arm is because it has these little XLR cable channels built into the arm, and it's magnetic, or the top at least is magnetic. So that way it just sits in like that, super flush, so you can hide away these cables really nicely. And you should probably look for, if you are really picky about cable management, look for items just like this that have cable management in mind. And that way, no matter where it is on your desk, even if it's front facing, just like the mic arm is, you can hide away cables and make them look nice. Plug it in, and now I know I can just wrap this up and then zip tie everything right here. All right, and there we go. XLR cable all wrapped up. And for those of you wondering, my preamp is also mounted underneath the desk using the Velcro tape. So that's how it's underneath here with no screws whatsoever. Okay, so now we just gotta push the desk back, line it up with the light, make sure we're good. All right, and that's how I cable manage my desks. Hopefully you learned something about cable management and how you can cable manage your desks as well. If you want more tech content just like this, make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell and the like button as well. But other than that, I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.